Alright, we're here with the River King on Neosho River in southeast Kansas. And he's been catching catfish almost every day this summer.
Pretty much.
And a lot of good ones and a lot of big ones. But yesterday, something really different happened, and tell us what it was.
Well, I was running the lines after I got back from helping a guy work yesterday. I was up to about the last three I had. It pulled back. I thought I had a nice big flathead, but there was a big surprise yet to come. When it came to the top of the water, it freaked me out. I ain't seen nothing like it. It was monstrous. I just figured it was a big gar. But when it went back in the water and it come back, it come up over the edge of the boat after me this time. And now I have the official Kansas State record alligator gar. It's the first one that's ever been recorded in the waters here. Anything can happen. You spend enough time on the water.
So what's the official weight and length of this bad boy?
The weight was 39.5 pounds, and I'm pretty sure they said the length was 55.25 inches long. They filled out the application for the official record and everything today.
So what was the reaction of the people from Department of Wildlife, Parks and Tourism when you showed up with this guy?
They was as surprised as I was. And that Connor guy, he said on a Monday morning, he said, I didn't expect to get a phone call, hey, there's going to be an alligator gar caught today. But he said the biggest thing I seen today was a deer get hit by a car. He said, but this freaks and tops it out. I give them the body for their research facility.
So anyway, you get this on a bank line, and you've got it baited just like you have been for the catfish?
Yeah, but not today. I still got to go back and put a hook on it. 'Cause I was excited to get him back to bank, and I got to buy a new oar because this one tore it apart, and it ripped things apart off the boat like you wouldn't believe. I thought it was going to take the trolling motor off a couple times.
So what were you thinking about the first time you got a look at him?
I didn't know what it was. I mean, I got on Google and I was figuring out, and they said, well, spotted gar or short nose, and they said the record weight on them was like 6 and 8 pounds. I said, well, I've got that beat by a long shot, I'm going for the whole world round. But then I seen all the teeth and I knew something wasn't right. I've heard of them, but nothing up here.
Because you've got a lot of the common needle nose gar that have
The long nose, yeah. The record of it's like, I don't know, 39 pounds or something. It ain't even quite that big, really, but top of his nose, he looked just like it. And that's why he come up and tripped me out. A friend who's been fishing with me, I called him. He said, well, send me a picture. And he's the one that told me, he said, that's what it is.
How big were the scales on the side of that one?
Up here on the back of his head, they looked just like an alligator scale. But then they turned when they got behind his side fin at the top of the dorsal, and they were quarter size, maybe $50. If you'd been spoonbilling, you wouldn't have stuck a hook in him, that's for sure.
All right, well, congratulations. This is your first state record.
And yes, it is. I guess. I mean, that's what they said anyhow.
And he'd have been a record if he'd have been a tenth that size.
They said 3 ounces, and I would still have a record because they've never been one caught in any bottled water, Kansas. He said they shouldn't even be here. He said there's going to be a lot of questions asked from down south. They think Oklahoma, if they transplant them in certain places down there, but they had an agreement they weren't supposed to make it to here to get into this body of water. But they're going to come up soon and see if he's got said it's like a pencil-sized transmitter wire and a pill-sized transmitter in it. He said it's either in there or it's in the dorsal fin, which they have. He said, but if it ain't been planted, then we don't know how it got here. But if it had been planted, then Oklahoma's got some questions to answer, I'm sure.
So it'll be interesting to see if there's any more out here.
Well, they told me I ought to quit catfishing, and start fishing for them. Wasn't even fishing. I was trying to avoid them to catch catfish, to be honest.
Well, I know you bait extra late sometime to avoid the gar, or they'll strip you off right at sundown.
Oh, that full moon night killed us the other night. Yeah, we was waiting until 2 in the morning before we ever baited up. We got one still tied up.
Well, congratulations once again, and it's really unusual fish, and it's a big one.
I'm gonna have its head cleaned up and keep it. That's for sure.
Well, it's got 2 rows of teeth in there. And
Yeah. On the top, they said that's how it identifies them as an alligator gar, and they got the pouch just like the alligator has, the gullet they called it. But they'll have 2 rows of teeth. He said, but they're like a great white shark. He said, when they lose one, then another one will grow right back. He said, they might go through hundreds of them a year.
it seems to me if something like that chomped on you, you probably wouldn't be getting away.
Yeah. Well, you'd be going somewhere, but he's going to be with you.
So what does this mean for your swimming plans later?
I don't bother me none. They said they ain't aggressive, and I highly doubt that unless he's in distress, because he come up over the boat and he kind of helped himself. The old yellow cat laying in the bottom of the boat, he was ready to scatter too. He's got a couple of loose teeth. They said when they have them cleaned, they won't stay in. They might be able to replace them. He said most people would just take and make like a charm necklace with them. I'll just put them back in if it's me. I mean, we put a spring on there, and you stick your finger in there, Rob, and I'll jerk the spring out.
You can put your doorbell
Yeah.
in there.
Insert finger here.
Say, welcome to camp.
Anything freaky can happen, just got to get out. Don't let life or work get you down.
You can't catch them if you don't go.
You can't catch fish sitting on the couch.
Well, congratulations once again.
Thanks, Rob.